Let's now move on and shift our focus to another big story of the day, viewers. And a lot of supporters of Cockroach Janta Party are on the streets in the national capital against Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. Hundreds, in fact, gathered at Delhi's Jantar Mantar as Cockroach Janta Party, an online youth movement, staged a protest demanding resignation of Education Minister over NEET paper leak case. The founder of CJP, Abhijeet Dipke, arrived in Delhi from the US this morning to lead this particular protest after seeking permission from Delhi police. Now, he claims he's fully prepared to lose his freedom for the movement. At the protest site, hundreds of protesters, including students, called out failing education system and demanded a real reform, not rhetoric. Watch this sequence showing Dipke being bombarded by protesters while our reporter tries to question him.
Abhijeet, anything you want to say to the people? How do you see the turnout, Abhijeet? What began as just a satirical political meme page has turned into a full-blown political movement. We're talking about the Cockroach Janta Party. We're currently reporting from Delhi's Jantar Mantar, and if I were a person to just pan on the right side, you will see hundreds of supporters coming in here. Supporters with flags in their hands, supporters with the copies of Constitution in their hands, supporters who are asking accountability. Accountability from all those who sits higher in the authority. Accountability from all those who are responsible to make sure that the future of the country is in the safer hands, while they themselves are becoming the unsafe hands after the discrepancies with the NEET result and then CBSE's OSM mark sheets, or answer sheets. You will see the pan-India movement that is going on, and currently the protest is also happening. On the stage is activist Sonam Wangchu, currently addressing this crowd and asking them to seek accountability from the education minister, accountability from all those departments who were once responsible to make sure that exams in this country that decide the future of the generation happen in a transparent way. Today in the early morning, Abhijeet Dipke, the founder of CJP, reached, he was given permission, and now they are currently at Jantar Mantar protesting with hundreds of supporters from all across the nation, is what they're saying, coming and joining their movement.
And we have a breaking update as well coming in at this point in time. The Cockroach Janta Party appears to be hell-bent on Dharmendra Pradhan's ouster. Its founder Abhijeet Dipke has warned of nationwide protests. Listen in.
आज हमने देख लिया कि ये कोई सोशल मीडिया ट्रेंड नहीं है, ये एक आंदोलन है। मैं धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी जो एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर हैं उनसे पूछना चाहता हूँ, पांच बच्चों ने सुसाइड कर लिए, फिर भी आपने रिजाइन नहीं किया है। आपको शर्म नहीं आती? और कितने बच्चों के पास सुसाइड करना का वेट करेंगे आप जब तक रिजाइन नहीं करोगे तब तक हमारा मूवमेंट जारी रहेगा। इसके बाद हम ये मूवमेंट को देश भर में लेकर जाएंगे, और ये मूवमेंट तब तक जारी रहेगा जब तक धर्मेंद्र प्रधान रिजाइन नहीं करते।
Let's go across to my colleague Shivam, who is joining us on the broadcast right now for more on this. Shivam, so the founder of Cockroach Janta Party, this online movement, is now saying that the plan is to intensify protest across India if the education minister does not resign.
Yeah, and in fact, the deadline was given from the stage when Sonam Wangchuk was also there. The deadline was given by these and it was said that if the education minister doesn't submit his resignation, they will protest again at Jantar Mantar on next Saturday, and also next time this is going to be a pan-India protest. So they were basically saying that they will take the protest to other states as well. However, we've yet to get the clarity on the organizational level, because remember, this is again a movement that has started today. There were 100 of people that have come up here, but again at the level of organization, the details are yet to arrive from the Cockroach Janta Janta Party, because today also, at the very last moment, they got the permission to protest at Jantar Mantar. So when they are talking about taking it to a pan-India level, it would require some level of, some level of protocols to be followed, and then the application will be submitted. However, CJP has earlier also said that they don't believe in seeking permission and they believe in just going and protesting. So it remains to be seen how these next 4-5 days goes, while the CJP is adamant on the fact that they want the resignation of the Education Minister and accountability from the Education Department.
All right. Thank you very much for the moment for joining us with your inputs on the story, Shivam. Let me go across to my colleague Dev as well, who's been tracking the developments from the ground as well, where this protest was happening earlier. Dev, can you tell us how is the situation right now? Is the protest over? Are people still there? Or what's really happening on the ground at Jantar Mantar right now?
Well, yes, the official permission that was granted to them was until 5 p.m., but the place has been entirely vacated. Now only security forces and Delhi police personnel are present at the spot. Speaking of the situation on the ground today, the momentum actually gathered, and we saw more than 2,000 people gather on the ground belonging to various organizations, some from NSUI, some from various college student unions and representatives as well. But however, in terms of security forces and law and order, there's nothing untoward in terms of any incident that was reported. However, we hear that the reports of 6 people who were the protesters, they were detained. But here this movement is only about to gather more steam and expected to take a fiery turn, because most of these people, including the founder Abhijeet Dipke and the key spokespersons who are also part of the core organization, they are expected to gather today and address a press conference at the Delhi Press Club. They are expected to gather out there. But however, we hear that around 5:30 p.m. they will start gathering, and by 6 p.m. the press conference is expected. But what we can really expect is, besides the part where they're demanding the education minister's resignation, they're also saying that this will flare up and become a pan-India movement if the education minister does not resign and corrective measures are not taken to reduce the kind of problems with exams or paper leaks that's been coming out.
Thank you very much, Dev Kotak. Appreciate you joining us with your inputs on the story. Now, viewers, several opposition parties, including the Congress and the Samajwadi Party, have come out in full support of Cockroach Janta Party and its demand that Dharmendra Pradhan be sacked. Listen in.
जिस तरीके से उत्तर प्रदेश और देश के नौजवान बेरोजगार हैं, बड़ी आबादी है, वो लगातार बेरोजगारी से अपने आप को पूरी तरीके से घिरा हुआ पा रहे हैं। तो इस स्थिति में अगर कॉकरोच पार्टी आज नौजवानों का एक समूह संघर्ष कर रहा है और नीट के मामले में इस्तीफा चाहते हैं धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी का, तो मुझे लगता है कि सरकार को इस पे ध्यान देना चाहिए। अगर एक कैबिनेट मंत्री का इस्तीफा के बजाय देश में और ही मुद्दे गरमा जाएं, तो मेरे ख्याल से सरकार का नुकसान होगा।
ये अवसर किसने प्रदान किया? शिक्षा मंत्री के भ्रष्टाचार ने। मैं उनसे पूछना चाहता हूं कि टाटा टीसीएस को जो परीक्षा का दिया गया था, पहले वो, फिर नियमों में शिथिलता क्यों बरती गई, और उसके बाद एडुटेक को शिथिल करके नियमों को क्यों दिया गया? और मैं जानना चाहता हूं शिक्षा मंत्री का इससे क्या रिश्ता है। मैं इतना कहना चाहता हूं, करोड़ों के भविष्य से खिलवाड़ किया है इन्होंने। एक नहीं 80-80 परीक्षाएं निरस्त हुई हैं। कांग्रेस पार्टी और हमारे दूसरे इंडिया गठबंधन के सदस्य पार्लियामेंट में जवाब मांगेंगे।
And with this, we will slip into a very, very short break. Coming back with lots more. Stay with us.